those people. The SUNAN, this is the SUNAN, the same thing that Bani Israel said to Musa alayhi salam is what these new Muslims were saying to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And of course they learned, and they probably most likely never said that again, never wanted to have such a tree again. And the word, especially in the plural, is used with the possessive pronoun attached to it, alihatakum and alihati, as in this quotation here. Raghibun anta an alihati ya Ibrahim.
We don't have that.
I know you don't have it. I know. These are just examples of the plural usage, right? The plural aliha. So that's the only part that is missing, and the amount of times, didn't put down the amount of times that is mentioned in this root is mentioned in the Quran. If you, I personally think it's a good idea. This is one of the ways in which you can learn Quranic words by learning the roots and knowing all the words that are derived from the roots, right? It would be a way of being able to grasp a lot of the vocabulary of the Quran. So if you want, we'll continue with that, inshallah. And next time we will, of course, continue with the next sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I know we are over time. Any questions? Just maybe one or two brief questions.
Just wondering, specifically with these examples of bad to good, are there places where we might be able to dig into specific ones? Like, we know, for example, there's a lot of Sahaba that, were either slaves and then, were freed, or, were impoverished and then, so like specifically for individuals to, look at things that they can do to, better themselves. I don't know if there's any resources or anything for digging in deeper, or I know like the Christians and even the Jews have specific, that's something big on their side, but I wasn't sure if that's something that...
There are examples, perhaps many examples in the Quran, in the seerah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and in everyday life. In everyday life, you can apply this law. You can see how it applies, or how it works in various situations. The change, people who have been able to change themselves maybe from bad to good, people whose situation deteriorated and became bad, right? They were in a good state and they became bad. Perhaps if we knew the details about them, we'll be able to see the law in operation. Very often we do not know the details about other people's lives and so on. We may not be able to see all the connections. However, I think in these days, because of the media that we have, instant communication and so on, and all of the news, some very often false news too, that is there. You see the lives of many people are open. They themselves put it online and so on, right? Whether it's Facebook or whatever, right? And they're recording everything that they do, everything that they say, every situation that they're in, and so on. So some people want to publicize themselves to that extent. You see all the celebrities, everything about their lives. There are the investigative journalists and so on who go behind them, the celebrities and the politicians and so on, and record everything about them or expose everything about them and so on. So there's a lot of information you can look at. A lot of it, of course, you have to take with a pinch of salt. Right? You have to be very careful. But a lot of it can be true, and you can see that correlationship between what they do and the consequences of what happens to them. So we close here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika.